he would have played an instrumental role in just like building your mindset or however you use
That's
reading that
interesting.
book to
Like a connection over time without actually connecting.
It goes back to like having a legacy.
Right.
Like,
Well, they say wealthy people build bridges and have libraries built in their names, and poor people have children. That's unfortunately been the case throughout history, and I want to do neither because I already have a child, but I don't want that to, you know what I mean? I want to do like a lasting, like actual wave of change of how human beings think and perceive, not like just build a library and slap my name on it.
Yeah. Something
Pointless.
Yeah, something more that continually adds value after you like passed.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, it might be. It sounds cool, like have your name on a building, but like, what really value does it add to somebody's life?
Well, maybe a book.
Oh,
couple
book.
books.
Yeah. Okay. Well, like just your name plastered over a building though. Like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe you like had maybe you had instrumental partaking in like building the building itself, and that's why it's named after you. But like if the building was already built, but then it's like the name
You
switches.
just
like your
donated
name,
money and then they put your name on it.
Yeah.
I think that's super pointless.
Yeah. So I'm going to cut us short here, but I do have to leave probably in about like 10 minutes. I wanted to ask you this question because I'll do it too. I don't have my answer yet. So how would you describe? Let's put it this way. So I'm a big fan of Ernest Hemingway, and he was challenged at one time to come up with a 6-word story, and so he came up with "For sale, baby shoes never worn."
Okay.
So what would be your 6-word story? And I'm just gonna leave it open ended. How you want to interpret your 6-word story. I could think of make it more specific in your 6-word story, but just right now in your current mindset, based on the conversation, based on how your morning's been going, based on how your life is right now, what would your 6-word story be?
First won't be the last ever.
Oh, first won't be the last ever. 6. First won't be the last ever. And what does that mean, break down to you?
No matter what it is, it's not the first and it won't be the last.
That's true.
And everything continues.
That's so true. Man. We're a small speck on this earth.
Yes.
We don't really make a dent. Like
For a person, every person for a grain of sand or whatever, and every planet is a grain of sand in the greater universe, cosmos.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I think about that a lot.
Well, you can just think about in the past like 10 years or whatever, like key people that had like a tremendous amount of influence, and once they passed, look like David Bowie, like how like impactful he was in just music and continually evolving, and like once he passed, like did the world stop? No, the world stop. It keeps going on, kind of thing. So in that sense, it just empower us to not live with the sense of fear, because at the end of the day, we have to be fearful of like. Worst comes to worst.
It's not the first and it won't be
It
the
won't be the last.
Ever.
So it looks good.
Okay, you?
I'm gonna use something my dad mentioned to me a little while ago, just for today's answer, because I'm sure I'll continue to come up with different 6-word stories. Actually, I think my Instagram little bio title now is in 6 words. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how it goes in order, but I'm not gonna use that one. I'm gonna say, connecting with others who are disconnected. I'm not saying you are disconnected, but not at all. You're not disconnected at all. But just kind of notion, like whoever I interact with, I'm just always like trying to connect with them. And a lot of times, we don't have like experiences like this throughout our daily lives where you have more of a genuine conversation.
Right.
We actually get down to deep stuff that actually matters to each other's, like what's on our thoughts, what's on our mind, rather than stuff that most of the time, like I'm sure most people are talking about right now, first watch when they're eating breakfast, pertains to stuff that is just limited entertainment or limited enjoyment. It doesn't lead anywhere, and it's just
their difference in opinion on X topic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it seems to be a common thread.
Oh yeah.
Gosh. I shut it down. I'm not doing it. I do not care. I am not doing it. Because here's how I feel about it. Like, people, if you have an opinion on it, guess what? I'm not going to change your opinion more than likely in a matter of minutes. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to do your own research, come to your conclusion by yourself, on your own. Yeah. So it's kind of worthless. I state how I feel, you state how you feel, and then maybe lay out some references as to what, but that's it. You just back off after that. I don't understand why people, like, I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Pointlessness.
Yeah, it goes back to you're not really getting anywhere with the conversation, not solving anything. Just taking up space. Space. Thank you very much. The lovely. You know, I still haven't heard you sing it. I need to listen to it. I think I do remember, I think, when you first messaged me, I did look at your website, I did click on your music, but I still need to do that.
I sing a lot on
Just because I know she's a
Instagram.
singer. We still haven't really talked about that, which is hilarious.
Well, for me, it's
Which is
like
good,
a hobby that's turned into like a purpose.
Yeah.
So it's still a hobby to me because I'm not
Well,
gonna.
that's probably like one of the best ways to go about it, as far as like you're singing not just because you want
Look
to
how cute.
be famous and such. There's a bird right there.
Like staring us down. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm into nature.
I do have to say, like,
my
I gotta get rolling here, so it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, me too. I got
Anytime
time
I'm
out.
able to chat with people on a more deeper level, and I always appreciate your time
Well, thank you.
and such. And thank you for sharing your 6-word story and how that, like, breaking it down more. That was really cool. And keep rocking. She's got a really cool necklace of her daughter that
Yeah.
she's wearing. It's magnetic,
Just her
so
head.
yeah. I'm a bottle
No
cap.
neck.
Yeah.
Just a head.
Just a head.
With a cute little bow. Well, I'm
Thank you
sorry
very-
for that whole timeout situation.
Oh no, that was the first time in my podcast existence that's happened, so it's good. I enjoyed it because then it put me just made me creative and just started talking about.
Yeah, what were you talking
It's a skill, you know. It's a skill, whatever comes to mind. You know, I got different things I talk about. Started with what pertained to my day that I talked about you a little bit, and then things I got going on the rest of the day.
I
so.
can't watch it later
Yeah, that's fine.
because I can't.
Pleasure's
watch
always
myself.
E-Nation. Catch you in the next podcast installment, and keep living and not existing. Peace.